Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm glad you're here. I'm Winston Chester, and have a great Labor Day. I want to congratulate all the laborers of America that have been out for generation after generation that built this great country, and all the folks who've done all the hard work all over from coast to coast and sea to shining sea. So on Labor Day, I'll just take a day off, relax. I hope you can get to go outside and go fishing or go camping or do something. I know a lot of folks are on the water this weekend, so be careful when you get out there. Now let's get started with our weather, brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin Road and Highway 7 and 7. I always run by there and check out Principal Mike Heppenstall. That's a big complex over there, have all kind of programs. It fills up a whole block. So you can run down there and check out a welding program. They have marine mechanics, they have computer program classes, they have nursing, and just all kind of things there. I just really think a lot of Haney Technical Institute. Now let's go ahead and look at the weather today. And it's only going to get about 87 degrees today. It's a little on the cool side for the 1st of September. Our low tonight will be 78, and we're looking at a water temperature of 83 degrees. Now on the rivers, I don't have the river readings on Monday, but usually because I like to keep up to date with them, but I want to make sure that you understand they're falling, but it's a slow fall, and there's a little bit of rain we had over the weekend. It's sort of holding them up there, but upwards up in Georgia and all, they haven't had a whole lot of rain the last couple of days, so the rivers are falling, and I'm looking for a really good fall for some river fishing, so keep that in mind and go ahead and put that on the calendar. I don't know about y'all, my fall calendar, especially late September and October, those 6 weekends, boom, 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 they just fill up. I don't know how they fill up, but they do between, hunting and fishing and ball games and trying to do different things. But anyway, let's move on with the weather. Let's take a look at the tide today. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Their motto is when caring counts. And we're looking at September the 2nd. Now, first of all, let's look at the weekend. If you're planning on doing some bait fishing for the weekend, you're not going to have much cooperation as far as having a good tidal flow because we're not getting much. But let's look at the day. If you're going out today, we have that incoming tide this morning at, let's see, it's going to be a low tide actually, we're looking at high tide at 12:42 this afternoon, 12:42, and it's going to be dropping out. So we've got incoming all morning, and right after lunch, it's going to be a high tide, and it's going to be dropping out pretty fast on into about 8:15 tonight. All right, so that takes care of our tidal chart. And every Monday, I like to do the Monday moon forecast. Now last Monday, I put it on upside down, so let's make sure I get it right side up this time. I believe that's right side up, Bob. The moon, you can't tell sometimes. If it's full, is it upside down or right side up? All right, now, let's take a look at, this is actually ending up for the weekend, so our moon should be waxing by now. We've had some really pretty moons and all, so it's actually waning on down, and it will start waxing up toward the end of this week. We'll have a new moon coming up in about 3 days, so that's what takes care of our Monday moon forecast. And our marine forecast now should be coming out of south-southwest, anywhere from 6 to 10 miles per hour. All right, that takes care of our weather. We're going to come back with our special guest. Welcome back, and look who's in the studio with us, Michael Harris. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, sir.
And no stranger. I love having Michael here, man. He just rolls right in here, makes himself at home, and always great to have him on the show. Founder of Seasons of Hope, and just does so many good things with so many people who with disadvantages, I guess, has been, life hadn't treated them right like it's treated some of us. So, Michael, just tell us again now. We're glad you're here, first of all, and you look great.
Thank you very much.
And I know I'll keep up with you on Facebook some, and you continue doing good stuff and all. So, again, I know a lot of folks knows about your accident and all, but we always have new viewers coming in. So, just briefly tell them how you ended up how you did. Tell us about it.
I was helping a friend at a pole barn, and I had 23 sheets of plywood.
First of all, let's stop right now. He was helping a friend. Now, I mean, we all do that, and we all talk about helping people. And he just went over to a guy's house and just helping them out at the pole barn. So I don't mean to interrupt, but go ahead.
Okay. And I had 23 sheets of plywood all on my noggin.
Fell on your noggin and incapacitated you, and you went through an amazing amount of therapy and all. And I guess they told you they didn't know if you were gonna make it or not. I guess at times.
Yeah, twice, and
Yeah.
And I was on the ventilator for 4 months.
Wow.
They said I'd never breathe on my own again.
They said never would breathe on your own.
Yeah.
You're doing pretty good this morning.
Yes, I'd never move my arms.
Yeah, I said never would move your arms.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can put my son in the headlock now.
Now, how old is your son now?
He's 9.
9 years old. Wow. Man, time flies, don't it?
Growing, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so you decided instead of having a pity party and feeling sorry for yourself and all, you decided you're gonna help other people. So,
Yeah. Well, the key, like I said, the key to it is we were doing this before, so.
Yep.
We were doing this too.
And you just kept on doing it.
Yeah, kept on doing it. Busier now than we were before.
And I love the name Seasons of Hope from Ecclesiastes. There's a season.
Ecclesiastes 3:1.
Go and tell them that verse. And tell
To every season, we just use to every season there is a hope.
That's right. And there's always hope out there, so no matter what. So Michael's one of those who really does put things in action. And I've been on several of his hunts and we filmed it, and we've had some of these videos on the show.
Yep.
And
a lot of fun.
all right. Well, tell us briefly what we're going to be going into this fall. What all you have planned?
We actually have a first coming next week. We're having a gator hunt.
Gator
Sending
hunt.
a kid on a gator hunt in South Florida, which is a first. So
Yeah.
that'll be something unique. Had a group volunteer, and we're planning our deer hunts.
Well, let's go over what you've done. We've done deer hunts. I know. You've taken them out fishing.
Fishing.
Offshore fishing.
Offshore, inshore, hog hunts.
Hog hunting. Yeah.
We've been doing some trips with Muddy Outfitters.
Yeah.
Muddy River Outfitters, Mr. Paul Stokes.
Paul Stokes over there donated some trips over there, and that's I know the kids enjoyed that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They really enjoy that, and we're also starting a new thing called a mentoring program. We're going to be taking kids that have lost their parents, because some kids lately have lost their parents and stuff like. There's kids that want to be in the outdoors that don't have the chance, just because their parents don't. I mean, they grew up in a bad household. They just
They don't, and that's the reason. That's one of our big goals on Panhandle Outdoors is just help people out and help get them in the outdoors, and that's why we team up with folks like Season of Hope, because you know the importance and value of getting kids and grown-ups outdoors, how it helps them. And you've seen it before.
It's therapeutic, very
Oh,
therapeutic.
it's so wonderful. And it doesn't, you ain't got to catch the biggest fish or kill the biggest buck or whatever, but just, sometimes I get out in tree stand, I can just feel myself take a big breath and relax.
When I tell people a trophy, a lot of people say a trophy goes by inches. How many inches was it?
Yeah,
It's not.
It's not. And I'll get out on the water, just look around and, man, thank God for this beautiful place. I find myself doing it all the time. If I catch a fish, fine. That's like icing on the cake if I catch a big fish.
It's like you'll see some pictures in a little bit. Mike and Stephanie Hobbs were generous enough to take a guy with cancer on their 56-foot Hatteras.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just like, has all the amenities in the world. Just going out on the boat, they said, was a treat, and just catching fish was a bonus.
That's right, exactly.
To going out on a boat like that.
Well, we're going to show some of the pictures. Let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll come right back. All right, welcome back. And again, a happy Labor Day to all you folks out there. I know a lot of y'all getting dressed now and headed outside and doing some great activities and sitting around having a cup of coffee. We're glad you're with us. So we're sitting here with Michael Harris from Seasons of Hope Ministry, and he does just a remarkable job, and we're just glad to be a partnership with him. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these pictures. Michael, you sort of talk about it as we go along. We'll put it up on the screen. Now, you didn't bring this picture here.
Nope.
I had a viewer just send this over the weekend, folks. These rattlesnakes are all over the place. When that rain stopped, they came out along with a lot of us. So just be careful. This is somebody's driveway up there close to the sand hill, so y'all be careful of that. Now let's go into some of your pictures. Michael, this young lady here.
This
Tell us about that.
Brian Bowler's daughter, Riley. He's one of our team members. That's her first deer, and she was a happy camper. I don't know who was happier, her or Dad, but she was.
Big smile. And they did a traditional blood on the face. And
oh, yeah.
That's
She got
funny.
the blood on her face.
I've seen people get mad at that, but they just didn't understand there's a tradition behind it. It's
That's
not
right.
Okay. All right, tell us about this one right here.
That's our little buddy, Dawson. He only has one arm, as you can see right there in the picture, and he has one nub for a leg, and it don't stop him. As you can see, he actually killed that deer without his gun mount.
Oh, he did?
He did.
That's remarkable.
He had the gun shoulder and everything. He killed that. And
now, where's this young man from?
he's from Pensacola.
Pensacola.
Killed the
okay.
deer in L.A., Lower Alabama.
I understand. Good job there. I recognize this young man. This is Brian.
That's our buddy Ryan Till. That's a deer he took in Kansas, which is a awesome deer. It was a huge deer, and he had brain cancer. He was 15 years old, and he passed away.
Yeah, you know, we got to interview him up at the Mike Miller's place and meet him and talk to him and his mom and dad and from Weewall, right?
He was from Weewall, yeah.
Down at Weewall, and but he did have a dream hunt right there.
He did. We took him hog hunting, and yeah, he went to be with Jesus June 22nd.
June the 22nd.
Super.
All right, now check out these characters.
Yeah.
What about this?
That is Brian Piccolo. He is he's a trooper. He has in February he was diagnosed with stage 4 esophageal cancer, and he still fights MMA. Believe it or not, he wouldn't let him put in a feeding tube or nothing. And Mr. Paul Stokes took him hog hunting. We were there and caught some hogs with the dogs, and just had a great time.
Muddy River Outfitters up there in Calhoun County. Paul Stokes. This is he donated this hunt here, and we appreciate Paul doing that. Paul's good folks over there.
Yes, Paul and Matthew are great people.
Yeah, and I know he enjoyed that. Now I see you got that Florida State shirt on.
That was for you.
Okay,
just for you.
I appreciate that. Now let's go from hunting to fishing. Now tell us what's going on here.
That's Brian. They were supposed to go offshore on Mike Hobbs and Stephanie Hobbs' boat, the Gotta Believe, and the weather was bad, so Trey Wise and Russ Stewart volunteered their time. They're the crew on the boat, and they just went out and trolled and caught some Spanish and bonita. So that's Brian fighting a.
Oh, that's just fun.
Fighting a bonita. The whole family went. That's what it's all about right there.
There you go. 2 little boys there.
That's Brian and his 2 sons.
And they're not too far offshore.
No, they were just right there on the shore. You could see it was chaos. You got fish on everywhere, and so they had a great time.
You got a Russell Stewart there at the deckhand, don't you?
Yeah, and that was they didn't fish but about 2 hours.
Look at that. They got enough of fish fry now.
Yeah, they had plenty of Spanish and bonita. That's Joey Sauce Time in the back. He got to go with them.
That's Joy there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brandon went with him also. You meet him in a little bit. Brandon got to go with him also. And
all right, here's a shot from now. Whose boat is this?
Good shot. It's Mike and Stephanie Hobbs.
Mike and Stephanie Hobbs.
They Gotta Believe.
They Gotta Believe, and they that's a pretty boat there.
Beautiful boat.
A good picture.
It is. It's a real good
okay.
Picture.
There's Russell. Russell was a deckhand in that day.
Yeah, he's a super deckhand.
All right. He knows a lot about fishing.
Yeah.
And the boys got to drive the boat?
Yep, Trey let him drive the boat.
All right.
Had to get up there and drive.
Now, you know, a kid absolutely loves to do that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, okay, the next one, we're going to talk about this one later, but that's you didn't bring that, that's a tick bite from Lyme disease, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, but I just wanted to get a picture of that. So all these things that happened this past summer, and y'all winding down the summer, and I know you have, like it's talking about stuff for the fall, but what you're successful because, first of all, you're initiative to do this, but you have a lot of good folks helping out.
We do.
And
we're going to need a lot of help with the mentoring program, too, for people that want to help, and we're always looking for new places to go hunting.
Yeah.
Hunting and fishing, if anybody's got even just a catfish pond.
Well, I just think, you're right. It doesn't have to be anything big and elaborate. Catfish pond, kids absolutely love to do that.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best things to do.
And it's so easy to be successful doing that.
Yeah.
And you folks know what I'm talking about, especially when y'all feed those fish and all, and know when they're coming up and all.
Yeah,
that makes it even more fun. So I know last year, I know went with a couple times, and those folks that donated, Mike Miller had Ryan on a dove shoot up there.
Yeah, on dove shoot.
And then up there at Youngstown, we had a hunt on what's his name property?
Mr. Moody.
Mr. Moody.
Jim Moody. Yeah.
And we just
that's the one you filmed with Andrew killed the 9-point.
Yes. So all these are, all these things are important, and it doesn't, you get a lot more when you give something like that. You get a lot more back than what you give.
Yep, and we give God all the glory, because without Him and generous people, it wouldn't happen.
That's exactly right, and I'm so proud of the folks here in the Panhandle. When we ask them to take up a call, it could be the Elizabeth Bardoff Memorial Redfish Tournament. It could be Seasons of Hope, but we just have a giving spirit here in the Florida Panhandle, and it's just so wonderful to see that just come out time after time after time. That's the kind of people we are. So let's go ahead and take this final break, and we're going to go ahead and set up some other stuff for you. All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Sitting here with Michael Harris, and you have a guest with you now, or part of your team member. Tell us about Brandon.
Yeah, this is Brandon Keef, and he is going to be our media guy. He's going to film the hunts and take pictures, and he knows how to edit and all that good stuff.
Very good. And Brandon, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now tell us a little bit about your background.
I'm homeschooled. I'm 16, and I love to go hunt and fish and take pictures to show everybody.
And that sounds like a young man in the Panhandle, don't it? How do you like homeschooling?
And get it done fast.
My granddaughter, one of my granddaughters is doing it this year, really likes it. Let's get into our fishing game forecast. I'm just going to hold up right here because that's some video brought to us by Mark Cowart of Edgewater Beach Realty. I know this is sort of, okay, can y'all see that pretty good? Now our times, I'm looking at 10:36 to 12:36, and then this afternoon we're looking at 11 to 1. I say this afternoon, we're looking at tonight. So if you have a long Labor Day and have time to do that, then go ahead and take advantage of it. Okay, now, Michael, we're talking about different things y'all going to be doing this fall. So tell us, elaborate more on that, on what all you'll be doing this fall.
We're going to be doing deer hunts, hog hunts, and if anybody knows anybody we can help, please send them to us. Our website is very friendly. We have an application on our website.
Let's look at let's look on the page. This is home page. You want to go to Seasons of Hope right here. There's a home page there, and I was going to seasonsofhopeinc.org. Okay, inc.org. What I want to do is go to the sponsor page. See all these folks that are helping out. Okay, I'm just going to scroll through this. All these folks have helped out in some way or other with Seasons of Hope, and I know we appreciate it.
We really like that one right there in the middle.
Well, we're glad to help out all we can, but look at all the folks here that's helped out and all. And it takes a big team effort. And
I did want to say something we are going to get to. Show the Alabama Dog Hunter Association. They've come on board, and they're actually volunteered. They're going to do some rabbit hunts, and we're going to be doing 2 deer hunts with them.
Now, rabbit hunt, now that's something we don't do much anymore. As a kid, we always, that was sort of our inauguration into hunting, was going out and hunt rabbits, because that was a safe thing to do. You had a little small gauge gun, and if you hit a running rabbit, you were good.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad y'all get to do that.
And they've got 2 different parcels of land that they're going to, they said we can bring 8 to 10 kids, and we're going to put on a deer hunt for us with the dogs, and it's going to be just for the kids that day.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
And they're going to take their members, and it's going to be just for them. So that's going to be a good experience for some kids.
And Brandon, you're going to go along with your camera and try to shoot some good video.
Yep.
And I told Brandon when he shoots this video, he can get it back to us, and we'll show some segments of it. So that we're excited about that.
Can't wait.
Have you? How much have you done so far shooting? You starting?
I haven't shot any hunts or anything yet, but I shot the fishing trip, Brian Piccolo's fishing trip.
Okay, good job. How do you like shooting the video and all? You enjoy doing it? I found that most people that go out with a camera, on outdoors, they love getting outdoors and doing that. Okay. Now, Michael, got a few more minutes left. Do you get to do any of this stuff yourself? I know you like to shoot some still, don't you?
Well, I do. I like the turkey hunts, my thing, but
yeah.
I've killed 1 deer in the past. Well, I've killed 3 deer since I've been hurt, but
yeah.
On a hunt, I've killed 1 deer in the past.
Well, tell us about your turkey hunting.
I love it.
People that turkey hunt
love
just have
taking kids.
They have a passion like you and just love to go. And where are some places you get to go?
There's an Osceola hunt we go on every year in Lake Butler. We get to go to Alabama. We got a lodge we get to go to, and we got turkeys on our place on our lease, and it's just, I didn't kill turkey last year, but I had some of the best hunts.
Yeah. Now, did you call them up yourself?
Yeah, I can call.
Yeah.
I use a mouth call, and I can actually use a box call.
Oh yeah. Well, I know that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now, Brian, you need to go along with him and film one of his turkey hunts.
I'm going to.
Now that's special. Now, turkey hunters are a passionate breed, like I was saying earlier. They enjoy doing it.
We took Ryan on a turkey hunt, and he had 2 chances. They were just misfire, so we had a good time, though.
Usually the turkey wins in most of the cases.
Yeah.
I tell you what, they're smart creatures. Now, if folks want to help out in any form or fashion, they can just send a monetary donation, or they can say, hey, I want to come fish up my catfish pond or anything. And how can they get a hold of y'all?
They can call us, or they can call me personally, or they can go to our website, Seasons of Hope Inc. And my phone number is 850-630-8187. That's all on the website.
That's on the website. Okay.
Even if they have a question, they can just call.
Okay.
To answer any questions.
Y'all get out in the woods a lot yourself and everything. I know one of the big things now we talk about Lyme disease, and I have a picture here, but I don't know if it's going to show up. But that comes from ticks and all, and especially this time of year. And we were talking about it on the show Friday. On Friday's show, we were talking about it. And you know, you get any kind of ticks on you, you can be susceptible to Lyme disease. So, have y'all had any problem with ticks, anything yet?
No, sir, we haven't.
Not yet.
We've had some on us, but
but
hadn't been bit.
I'm gonna show y'all a picture. If you have a little swelling on you or your kid or something, this is sort of what the picture looks like. And you just need to be aware it has that little ring around it and you get a tick bite. This is how it starts here. Now, certainly Lyme, you know, we haven't had Lyme disease until fairly recently. 1975 was really when we started getting Lyme disease, and they diagnosed it. Not fatal, but it can really give you some arthritic pain and swelling and all, and you really need to take care of it early.
Yeah, don't let it go.
I have a friend who thinks they have it, but the only way you can tell is just take a blood test. But all the symptoms is like a flu-like symptom. Your joints ache, and it really is really debilitating as for your health and all. So be careful. One thing you do, wear long sleeves, keep your shirt tail tucked in. Try to walk in the middle of a trail. You know, I'm bad. I'm world's worst about brushing up against stuff, walking through the woods. You know, it's just. But that's where those ticks are, and they'll just jump on you.
Me too. I get into everything.
I know that's part of it. Well, look here, we're going to start wrapping things up. We're always glad to have you, Michael.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate
Brandon,
what
it was
you
great
do.
to meet you.
Me too.
And good luck with videoing.
Thank you.
And don't flunk out of homeschooling now. Make sure you do all your work there. And folks, as always, we appreciate your viewership here on Panhandle Outdoors. We're helping people like Seasons of Hope and just doing a lot of good things that we appreciate your support in doing that. So y'all have a great Labor Day. If you're out on the water, you know, be safe and watch out for the other person. Just have a great day. Do something good for somebody. God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.